As a skin enthusiast who have tried so many different skincare products in general, from moisturizers to retinols, retinoids, exfoliants, peptides, you name it, I pretty much have tried, and as well as lost recently 35 pounds on a GLP-1 medication. I wanted to discuss skincare and weight loss. Weight loss in general, not necessarily GLP-1, because GLP-1 is associated obviously with weight loss. And that's the whole Ozempic phase situation, which is just losing lots of weight and having loose skin, whether it's in your face or your body. Since I have experience in both skincare and weight loss, 5 things that I personally did to try and prevent loose skin, whether that's on the face or body. So the number one thing that I did was, when I knew that I was planning on getting on a GLP-1, I've really focused in on my skincare. At the time, I had never used peptide or any sort of peptides on the face. So I started getting on a peptide. I stayed on my retinol at night. I didn't miss a day of skincare, just trying to keep a regimen, keep my skin as moist. Retinols are definitely important when it comes to just having overall good skin health in the face. I increased my days on the retinol. Normally I was using retinols 3 to 4 days out the week, but I increased those days to 5 to 6 days. With 1 day of exfoliating the skin. They also have body retinols, so that would be good for the body. Tretinoin is the strongest retinol. So, but for the skin, I would definitely take a retinol body lotion. Retinol in general for the face is amazing. And another important product was peptides are really good for the skin when it comes to anti-aging, preventing wrinkles as much as possible. Now, with keeping the skin hydrated, that is just keeping your skin moist. Getting a really good moisturizer like a Vanicream if you're on a budget. Vanicream is amazing. I love Honey Halo. Skin Fix is really good for just skin barrier and ultra hydration. I have personally, this is one of my absolute favorites, Honey Halo. But they're all really good for moisturizers. But like I said, if you're on a budget, I would definitely, Vanicream that is one of those that, you probably would take 2 or 3 times a week, because it is definitely thick. But I would keep my skin hydrated. You don't want your car to not have oil, right? So then it'll overheat. Well, it's kind of similar situation when it comes to skin. If you look at your skin through a scope, if it's dry, there are layers on the top, topical layers that are lightly cracked. You don't want that while you're trying to lose weight. You want to keep it moist. You want to keep your engine rolling, which is technically your skin. So that's the thought of that. Good hydrating moisturizers, like I mentioned. Squalene is another one that's really good for the skin. Just any sort of hyaluronic acid, or just adding additional hydration. I also have like a hyaluronic acid power essence. This is really good. It's a Korean skincare. They're really good for sensitive skin. I use this too, as well as my moisturizers. And so again, keeping the skin moist as possible. That was one of the things. A really good cream in the neck area is, oh my God, so key. Let me know if you want some suggestions, but I did use a neck cream. Those are really good to have. The second thing that I would do is, right before losing weight, I'll take pictures. I took pictures of my face, and I was able to compare and contrast, just like we do when we measuring our bodies prior to weight loss, getting on a scale, getting all of those befores, so that you can kind of measure your journey throughout and after, right? So you want to do that, because a lot of times we look at ourselves in the mirror and we see ourselves. We're used to seeing ourselves on a daily basis, so we don't really notice any sort of signals of having a gaunt sort of face, or Ozempic face, so to speak, right? We don't notice that on a daily basis. Other people will. They'll see us in 6 months or 3 months, and they're like, oh my gosh, she's lost so much weight. She looks bad, or she looks amazing. You want to be able to kind of see it for yourself. And the only way we see it is through photos a lot of times, right? When we were overweight, we look at these photos and we're like, oh my God, I didn't even know, I realized I looked like that, right? So take a picture of yourself before losing weight and measure it throughout. I would take a picture monthly, just like when I get on the scale to measure myself monthly, just like when I get on the, just like when I measure my body monthly, I would take a picture monthly. Take pictures with the same camera as much as you can and on the same wall, using the same lighting, and either don't have makeup on or do. But I personally would not have makeup on, and that way I could really see my skin. And I would take those photos, and as you compare, you also can measure. Of course, you're going to lose, and your fat pockets are going to go down and reduce, but you want to be able to notice, my face is starting to look this way. I may need to slow down on my weight loss. That helps to measure that as well, as much as you're measuring weight loss. And if you really care about your skin as well as your health, obviously your health is more important, correct? And I get that. But at the same time, if you really want to kind of be able to measure this and say, hey, determine, do I need to slow down on my weight loss for a minute? That is a way to be able to measure. And I would definitely say that is very, very key when it comes to being able to see yourself outside of yourself. So the third thing is what you eat. Obviously before, during, and after. So I know we're big on I know GLP-1s for sure, but even bariatric surgeries and all of these different lap bands and things like that. Number one key is what? You already know if you've done your research, protein. If you stay on your protein, you won't lose as much muscle. And of course, maintaining muscle will not have your skin as loose, correct? I think we all know that, right? So protein definitely is the number one thing, I would say, okay? Another good food added to this weight loss diet would be bone broth, which is, of course, protein as well. But besides from protein, bone broth has collagen, natural collagen. And of course, I use collagen pads. However, it's a huge debate whether collagen externally is even a thing. Of course, I still do it because I'm going to take collagen topical both externally and internally. That's just me. So I'm not going to suggest taking collagen on the externally. However, internally, bone broth has really good collagen. Do your research on which sort of bone broths to use. If you want me to suggest any, I'll post another video. I'll probably respond in the comments. But it's really good. I would start to try to incorporate soups as much as possible to just kind of have that collagen while losing weight, while preparing to lose weight, before and after. Definitely before but for sure before and during, right? So it's definitely something that you would like to make sure that you keep in your diet. Now, celery juice is another key ingredient in skincare and weight loss because it's an anti-inflammatory. So it helps with reducing, of course, obviously, like any type of inflammation in the skin and body. But also it's ultra hydrating for the skin. And thirdly, it also promotes collagen. That's another really good ingredient to have in your diet. I personally used to juice the celery, and I still actually drink celery juice. It really helps with the skin. Those are really great foods to have in your diet while trying to promote really healthy skin. And of course, we can't talk skincare without talking supplements and vitamins. All of these supplements and vitamins I really don't like to recommend because I'm not a doctor, but these are just things that I personally did. I definitely would bring this up to my doctor. Depending on your health, it could vary, right? Whether your doctor would recommend you taking it or not. CoQ10 is definitely a really good supplement. CoQ10 also produces collagen, skin elasticity. It helps to repair and regenerate the skin. It is a really good supplement overall. It has so many other benefits, but definitely a good supplement to take for skin elasticity. Vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin E, obviously vitamin E, right? And then vitamin K2, which of course my K2 and D3, I took those two. So yeah, those are the vitamins and supplements that I used during my weight loss to help with skin elasticity. Some of these fit more in like a holistic category in general, but just keeping stress levels down, drinking plenty of water. Water helps with skin hydration, and you definitely need that, as well as by being on these medications. And weight loss obviously is one of the obvious. Getting plenty of rest, keeping your stress levels down. You'll be surprised. Not overworking out, not having such a high cortisol level that your skin is affected by it. being that it gets to kind of looking gaunty because you're not resting, because you're so, you know, and it's so easy to do that when you're so drilled and focused in on weight loss. Trust me, I know, I've been there, done that. I had to tell myself this. I had to make sure that I didn't overkill when it came to working out and exercising, because a lot of that has a lot to do with the face and it weighs in on the face. Working out, particularly muscle, okay? We talk about protein, high protein. We talk about working out. I know that this is definitely a no-brainer, but the workouts, the muscle workouts, keeping that muscle, okay, is definitely a key factor in the face as well as the body. So that's another thing. And overall, just staying happy as much as you can. Keeping up with your health while you're losing weight. Just staying happy, not worrying. Worrying weighs in on the face. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of wanted to go over that today, you guys. I'm no doctor. I'm just a skin enthusiast who lost 35 pounds and did not really want to see much of it in my face, because my face is near and dear to me. Like, I'm sure a lot of our faces are near and dear to us. And so I just really wanted to try and prevent that as much as possible. Although I did slightly see a difference in skin elasticity in my face, it's not much. And considering that I'm a woman over 35, you have to be realistic too, right? People who are 35 years and older, who are losing weight, 50 pounds of weight loss and more, if you fit into that category, you're going to see some changes in the face and neck and, you know, around the body. But yes, using those retinols as much as possible, getting good rest, trying to work out, all of that helps. All of my pointers definitely helped me, and I definitely believe that it can help you as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I will definitely be posting more on skincare and weight loss, aging skincare issues and concerns. If you're under 35, skincare and aging prevention for people under 35. So yeah. All right. Talk to y'all later.